Do you think the Sony RX1R III is worth the hype and the price tag? Let's find out by testing the camera on the field and breaking down specs. This is Salvatore D'Alia and you're watching Adorama TV. Sony last launched the RX1R II in 2015. Now, in July 2025, they return with a full-frame compact powerhouse that's been a decade in the making. At its heart, a 61-megapixel back-illuminated full-frame sensor, paired with the fast Bions XR and AI processing chip. Basically the same core you found in the Sony Alpha 7R V. The camera weighs 498 grams. You still get the beautiful Zeiss Sonnar 35 F2 lens, which is a sharp, crisp glass with a lift shutter. Plus, the macro mode gets you within 20 cm from your subject. And they added a clever step crop mode, which simulates 50mm and 70mm lenses. And you can see the simulation still retains a lot of quality. And that's all thanks to that 61-megapixel sensor. You can see I tested the camera, shooting street photography at night, doing some classic black and white. I went to the edge to shoot some landscape of the beautiful New York City skyline. And also tested for portraits, both in harsh lighting to test the dynamic range of the camera, but also with nice soft natural light as well. All the photos you see here are JPEGs. I shot RAW as well, but at the time I didn't have the plugin to open the RAW files. And being a travel camera, I almost expect the camera to take beautiful JPEGs that I can still touch in post-production. And here you can see the dynamic range on a JPEG. Look at the sky before and after. I try to expose for my model, but in post-production I can still recover a lot of information from the sky. And that's a sign of a great JPEG. So you can only imagine what you can do with a RAW file. Here are the before and after. Or here you can see the 61-megapixel in full effect. You get sharp corner-to-corner image and beautiful details when you zoom in. You can still see how sharp it is, the Vernazzano Bridge in the background, behind the One World Trade Center. Video-wise, it records 4K up to 30 frames per second in 10-bit 422 Intra. You also have the S-Cinetone and the S-Log3, which is pretty rare for a camera this size. Also the close focus, look how close I am to this flower and how great that detail of the bee is. I also went out at night and did some classic black and white street photography with the F2 Zeiss. You can capture very sharp images, vibrant colors, and you can play with the highlights so much, like in this photo where you can see the food carts in Columbus Circle. The difference in exposure between the background and the light is very high, but I can still retain a lot of the details. Also, let's see what's new and what's missing. It has a powerful autofocus thanks to the AI. It has 693 face detect points and great real-time eye, animal and car tracking. Thanks to that sensor, you have the biggest jump from the previous model. This camera now uses the Sony larger NP-FW50, way better than the previous model. As a trade-off, of course, I would say no image stabilization, no articulated touchscreen, and an okay EVF. Also no weather sealing. Those, I would say, are the biggest trade-off in this camera. I think that, Sony's effort to keep it as compact as possible, it means sacrificing ergonomics and some of the tech. The former RX1 owners will still love the form factor, and the IQ in the camera is pretty phenomenal. Top of what technology can offer right now. Is the RX1R III worth it? I would say that if you're after ultimate image quality and size, then this camera delivers. But at the price tag, not having image stabilization, fold-out screen, weather sealing, for some people that can be a deal breaker. For others, it's the perfect pocket camera. I would like to know in the comment, what do you think? What impresses you of the RX1R III, or what annoys you? Is it something that you will carry every day? Don't forget to like and subscribe to Adorama TV, and I'll see you next time.